I'm gonna tell you guys another story. This time I'm gonna tell you about the time that I got inked. I got a tattoo. Isn't that beautiful? So I got this about like 2 or 3 months ago, and I was like super nervous, super freaking out. Like I scheduled it like a month in advance, and every day I was thinking about like how much is this gonna hurt? Is this gonna hurt a lot? Am I gonna like cry? I was like freaking out every day. I couldn't sleep because of it. This happened for like a month. So the day finally comes, and I go in there, and I like sit down in the place, and there's like the hardcore heavy music the tattooists listen to. I guess I listen to that music. So I sit in the waiting room while the artist sketches it up. And I was waiting and waiting. I had to wait there for like an hour. You know how freaking nervous I got? My heart was like boom, 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 boom. It was beating really fast. And luckily I wasn't there alone. I had 2 people with me, and then my friend Josh came later. So the hour finally gets up. She shows me the design, and I'm just like, that is freaking amazing. And I was like, yes, 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 yes. Put it on me. Put it on my body. So I go back in the room, and I sit in this really comfy chair. It's kind of like the chair I had, but there's like a footrest, so I like lay there, and I put my arm up. She shows me all the tools and like the gun, needle thing. I don't even know what it's called, but it looks scary. If you've never had a tattoo, it's kind of scary. She puts like the sticker, is that what it's called? To like make sure that's in the right spot. Yes. I'm like slurring words because I'm nervous and excited and just freaking out and just that's what it was like. My brain was on fire. So I sit down, and she gets the gun out, and she starts doing it, and I'm like, that's not bad at all. I got this so hyped up. I thought this was gonna be awful. But on a scale of like 1 to 10 pain-wise, I'd say it was only a 4. Max, like a 5.5. That's how bad the pain was. It wasn't even that bad. I'm just, So she's doing the tattoo, and then I'd say she's a quarter way through it, and all of a sudden I start just sweating. Just pouring sweat, and I'm not doing anything, I'm just sitting like this again. And sweat is just like beating down my face, and I just feel really lightheaded, and she's like, are you alright? You feeling lightheaded? And I was like, I don't know. She was like, you don't look so good. So she stopped, and she like leaned me up a little bit. I picked up my legs, because they were resting on like the chair, and there was just like all this sweat. It was disgusting. So then she gave me a cool towel, and I put it on my head, and that felt instantly better. And then she called like the receptionist or whatever, the person that works up front, and she's like, bring the Jolly Rancher jar. And I was like, I love Jolly Ranchers. So she brings over this Jolly Rancher jar, and she's like, take 1 or 2, your blood sugar drop. Apparently that happens to people. I was thinking so much about it, and then like my blood sugar dropped, and like the adrenaline, and it mixed, and the endorphins, and other scientific words insert here, they just all mixed together, and it just made me almost pass out. Like, I don't know, I can't even describe the feeling. It was just really weird. I've never even sweated that much working out. It was that weird. So I pick out a Jolly Rancher, blue raspberry, in case you're wondering. I pop it in my mouth, and I was just like, I instantly felt 100,000% better. 100,000%. That's a real thing. So then I put the Jolly Rancher in my mouth, start chewing on it, and then she begins tattooing again. And I never ever looked at her while she was doing it, because that seemed scary. So luckily I had friends there. One of my friends, she was fantastic at distracting me from the tattoo. She like asked me all these questions, and she made me go into great detail. It was great. If you ever go to get a tattoo, make sure you have a friend that's really into asking questions, because that really helps. If you're just there by yourself, I don't think I could do it. Honestly, I think I would just be focused on the pain too much, and like the freaking science, and then more Jolly Ranchers, and then it'd just be a giant sweaty mess. Ugh. So anyway, she finishes the tattoo, and it looks fantastic. And afterwards, I was with Josh, and I was like, you know, let's go get some ice cream, because I need to raise my blood sugar. So I go to get the ice cream, and the ice cream is delicious, and I just felt so good. And I had like my arm wrapped up, and I was just like walking around with my ice cream, and I was like trying not to move half of my body because I was freaking out. That night, I usually sleep on this arm because that's the most comfortable. So I go to like lay on it, and I'm like, wait, I can't. I have a tattoo. So I was like freaking out. I was like, what if it peels off? So I had to like awkwardly like sleep on this side, but like without sleeping on my arm. And I did that for like the next 2 weeks. It was ridiculous because I was just afraid that it was just gonna like I don't even know if that's possible, but I was just freaking out. And then the first time I went swimming after I got my tattoo, I say it was like 3 weeks or so after I got it, I was freaking out that it was gonna like fade or get infected. Whenever you guys get a tattoo, Don't think about it. Thinking ruins things. Or at least it does for me. I overthink things and then I get paranoid and then I freak out. And then my blood sugar drops and I almost pass out. Moral of the story is, eat a lot of food before you go to get a tattoo. That way, you don't sweat. Unless you're into sweating. Then you're just a weirdo.